Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Wednesday, May 15th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Inflation still high. Credit card bills behind. Jimmy Carter health update, and a new name cracks the top 10 most popular boys' names. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, the chairman of the Fed said that inflation has been higher than he expected and the rates to hold steady. He said, "We did not expect this to be a smooth road, but these inflation readings were higher than I think anybody expected. What that has told us is that we'll need to be patient and let restrictive policy do its work." That's the higher rates. I do think it's really a question of keeping policy at the current rate for longer than had been thought. In similar news, more Americans falling behind on their credit card bills. 8.9% of credit card balances fell into delinquency over the last year. 1 in 5 cardholders maxed out using at least 90% of their credit card limit. Overall credit card balance, $1.11 trillion in the first quarter of the year. And that is expensive debt. Credit card interest rates average at 20%. Jimmy Carter's grandson said that the former president's life is, quote, coming to an end. Our 39th president has been in hospice, his grandson said, for almost a year and a half now. And he really is, I think, coming to an end. His grandson went on and said there's a part of this faith journey that's so important to him. And there's a part of that journey that you can only live at the very end. And I think he has been there in that space. Top 10 baby names of last year. The 6th most popular name is a new one on the list. What do you think the 6th most popular boy name is? It's a new one. Mateo. Mateo really kicked Benjamin off the top 10. The biggest jump in popularity was the name Chosen with a Z. Chozen, after a character on the TV show Cobra Kai. 813th most popular name. Here's a list. Number 10, William, then Lucas, Henry, Theodore, Mateo, Elijah, James, Oliver, Noah, and number 1 for the 5th year in a row is Liam. On the girls' side, number 10, Luna, Evelyn, Ava, Isabella, Mia, Sophia, Amelia, Charlotte, Emma, and number 1 is Olivia. Only 32 people last year named their daughter Barbie. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, after seeing Stormy Daniels and Michael Cohen trying to destroy Donald Trump, the jury must be dousing themselves with sanitizer. What an awful display. I mean, come on. This is what the city of New York has? These people? Hello, credibility. Will you visit anytime soon? Is that all there is? Yes, that's all there is. Maybe a new NBC show, Law and Order Limbo. How low can we go? Now, I don't know what Donald Trump did, and neither does the jury. I don't know what the underlying crime is. Shutting up people trying to hurt you, is that it? Using corporate money to do so? Misdemeanor. I would pay money never to see Stormy Cohen, I've condensed to save time, ever again. I think we should all contribute to a GoFundMe page to send both of them to Chad. Wait, that's unfair to Chad, a country in North Africa. This entire legal fiasco should wrap up by the end of next week. And when it's over, what will be accomplished? Well, a verdict to be sure. And maybe Donald Trump back in the Oval Office. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. We got Richard in Illinois. I'm not going to give you his last name because I'm going to scold him. Richard, I'm going to scold you, but it's done to make you more brilliant. You're already brilliant, but I want you to be more brilliant. Here's Richard says, O'Reilly, contrary to what you keep saying, me, President Biden does know what he is saying. Why all the phony stories about his diminished capacity? So, Richard, I assume you are a psychiatrist that has examined the President of the United States. If you would send me your report, I would be happy to read it. So from Illinois, you are now stating as fact that Biden is clear-headed and everything he says is to mislead you and lie to the American people. You got no backup for that. You're believing what you want to believe. Not like me. My backup is, look at what the man says. Look how absurd and ridiculous it is. Yes, he has a past history of stretching the truth, plagiarism, all of that. Right. But he's worse now than he ever was back then. Now you're more brilliant, Richard. Thanks for writing. Paul Alexander, Bluffton, South Carolina, the Low Country. Simple question, Bill. How can President Biden delay, cancel shipments of weapons to Israel that Congress has approved? National security. The president has the authority to cut off any foreign aid at any time. Remember, Congress passes budgets, not specific amounts of money, unless there's a bill, like the Ukraine-Israel bill. That was a specific bill. But if Biden or any president thinks that bill is going to hurt national security, he can hold it up. Power of the presidency, executive branch. In a moment, something you might not know. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 52 years ago today, a candidate for president of the United States was shot in Maryland. The incident paralyzed the most controversial politician in America. Here is the story of George Wallace. The Southern Democrat, an outspoken racist, was elected governor of Alabama in 1962. His platform was to protect segregation.
I draw the line in the dust and toss the gauntlet before the feet of tyranny, and I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
Wallace's promise failed 6 months later when the federal government integrated schools and universities in Alabama. Despite his inability to slow the civil rights movement, George Wallace became a national spokesman for resistance to racial change. He launched his first presidential campaign in 1964, then another 4 years later. On Election Day, he received 10 million votes from across the country. In 1972, Governor Wallace launched his third bid for the White House. On May 15th, the man Martin Luther King Jr. once called the most dangerous racist in America stepped up to the podium at a suburban Washington shopping center. 21-year-old Arthur Bremer shot the candidate in the stomach. The bullet severed his spinal cord. Though the governor survived, he was permanently confined to a wheelchair. He slowly drifted from public view and died in 1998 from a bacterial infection. He was 79 years old. And here's something else you might not know. Wallace's would-be assassin is now a free man. Arthur Bremer served 53 years in prison for the shooting, but was released in November 2007. His action was justified by some because George Wallace was such a heinous individual. But in the end, Wallace himself converted and repudiated his racist ideology, which shows that almost anyone can have a redemption. Back after this. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.